Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Alright guys, I will try to do my best to explain it here, but unfortunately I cannot write, or I will see what I can do. So I will try to explain the questions for permutations and combinations and using the rule I explained to you in the class. Alright, so as you can see, this is the rule I mentioned in the class that will make it easier for you to answer all the questions in this part using this rule only. Okay, so the first thing is that when we are calculating the probability using permutations and combinations, what I will do in the denominator as the normal probability, we put the total. However, the total here will be the total factorial, so we will find what is the total number that we are dealing with, and I will do it as a total factorial in the denominator. All right, now what we will do in the numerator, he will be asking me about a specific probability of a specific thing, or a number of objects, or the number of cards, or a number of marbles, whatever he's asking me to find the probability for. I will subtract it from the total and I will write the remaining in the numerator, the remaining factorial. All right, so in this method I'm using the counting principle or the factorial. So this is how we will be dealing with the question, and I will explain later in the questions. It will be more easier than you think. Okay, now not only the remaining I will write in the numerator, I will multiply this by the repetition factorial if there is a repetition, and I will explain later in the question why we do this, and then multiply by the unknown order factorial. Sorry, I forgot to put the factorial in the unknown order here, and I will not be able to edit, so sorry for that. So everything I will put in the numerator will be in the form of a factorial, ya shabab. So remaining factorial, repetition factorial, the unknown order factorial as well. Okay, let's see, let's go to the question. And unfortunately I can't present it or hide the answers. However, all right, so we can see the answers, and I will explain in the I will explain how can we find these numbers, and inshallah I hope you will understand. Let's read the question together. The cheerleading squad is made up of 12 girls. A captain and a co-captain are selected at random. What is the probability that Chantal and Clover are chosen as leaders? Okay. First of all, what is the total number I'm choosing from? As it's obvious from the question, it's 12. So the total number here is 12. So what I will do in the denominator, as you can see, I will put 12 factorial type. In the numerator, we said I will say what is the number he's asking me about the probability of. So let's say what is the probability that Chantal and Clover, he's asking me about how many people here, about 2, or the probability of 2 of the 12. So if I will remove this 2 from the 12, what will be remaining? 10. So what I will put on the numerator is 10 factorial. Now let's go back. We said here in the rule, I will do if there is a repetition or unknown order, I will use the repetition and unknown order factorial. So when we go back to the question, there is no repetition. You will see in the question how the repetition works, but later in other questions. Here there is no repetition at all. Type. What about the unknown order? He said, what is the probability that Chantal and Clover are chosen as leaders? Do I know the order of Chantal and Clover? Like, for example, Chantal will be chosen first and Clover will be chosen second, or Clover will be first and Chantal will be second. We don't know. If I don't know, these are 2 of the choices, like Chantal and Clover. So what I will do 2 factorial, because this is, as you can see, the unknown order. So I will put here 2 factorial. So it will be 2 factorial multiplied by 10 factorial. Then put it on the calculator. The answer is 1/60. And again, Ishab, because I know you will ask this question, if we will write the answer like this in the exam, will you take the full mark? Yes, Ishab, you will take the full mark. Okay, now let's go to the question 2, and you will notice how the difference and how it works with the repetition and the unknown orders more and more with the other questions as well. Now, question 2. You have textbook for each of the following subjects: Spanish, English, chemistry, geometry, history, and psychology. If you choose 4 of these books at random to arrange on a shelf, what is the probability that the geometry textbook will be the first from the left and the chemistry textbook will be second from the left? All right, type. First of all, how many books we are choosing from? So if you will count the subjects, Spanish, English, chemistry, geometry, history, and psychology, there are 6 subjects. So the total number here is 6. So what I will do in the denominator, we will put the total factorial. So 6 factorial type. In the numerator, let's go back. He said what? We will go to the statement of what is the probability to know what is the number he's asking me about. What is the probability that the geometry and then the chemistry? So he's asking about the geometry and the chemistry. So he is asking about 2 of the objects or 2 of the subjects. Subtract this 2 from 6, the remaining is 4. So I will write in the numerator 4 factorial. So depends on the rule. We have the remaining here. If we subtract 2 from the total, the remaining will be 4. Type. Now let's check if there is a repetition. Is there any repeated subject? No, there is no repetition. Type. Is there an unknown order? Like for example, in this question, we don't know the order in question 1 of Chantel and Clover. Which one will come first and which one will come second? So in this case, I have an unknown order, so I will use the 2 factorial. In this question, let's see, what is the probability that the geometry textbook will be the first from the left and the chemistry textbook will come the second from the left? My question for you is, these 2, do you know their order specifically? Yes, I know, because the geometry will come first, chemistry will come second. So if I know their order, there is no I don't have to add the part of the unknown order, so only 4 factorial will be in the numerator. Type. I hope this is clear now. Yeah, like the difference between these 2 questions. The first one, I don't know the order, sorry, Asham. And the second one, I know the order. That's why the 2 factorial appears in the first one, but it does not appear in the in the second one. Type. A question here, still in question 2. So let's make it like a to be sure that you understand it more clearly. How can I add the part of the 2 factorial here? What can I change in the question to enforce or to be enforced to write 2 factorial in the numerator? Okay, how? I will answer this, but I hope you will think of the answer first. When he will remove first and second, so he will say that what is the probability that the geometry and the chemistry will be the first 2 books to be chosen, but he will not mention a specific order of the chemistry and the geometry. He will not mention which one will come first and which one will come second. Or he can say another word. I hope you will we will see it here, or maybe you can if you will revise the PowerPoint of the permutation and combination, you will find something else which is at any order. He will say chemistry and geometry will come first at any order. In this case, I don't know which one will come first, which one will come second, so I will add the 2 factorial to the numerator. Now, question 3. Alfonso and Cordell each bought 1 raffle ticket at the state fair. If 50 tickets were randomly sold, what is the probability that Alfonso got ticket 14 and Cordell got ticket 23? Time. First of all, how many tickets I'm choosing from? 50 tickets, right? So I will put in the denominator 50 factorial type. In the numerator, let's go back to the part of the statement of what the probability, the question. What is the probability that Alfonso and Cordell? He's asking about Alfonso and Cordell. If he's asking about Alfonso and Cordell, he's asking about 2. If I will remove or subtract 2 from 50, the remaining in this case will be 48. So what I will say is the remaining is 48. So I will put 48 factorial in the numerator. Now let's check if there is a repetition. Probability of Alfonso and Cordell, there is no repetition type. What if there is an unknown order? So let's go and read the statement again. what is the probability that Alfonso got ticket 14? So I know the specific ticket that Alfonso will get, and Cordell got ticket 23. So I know the specific order or the ticket that Cordell will take. In this case, do I need to add the unknown order, like by writing 2 factorial in the numerator? The answer is no, we don't have to, because we know the specific ticket each of the Alfonso and Cordell will take. Okay, Shabab? That's it, and write the answer. طيب, let's see the next. Nia and Kiro are going to connect. Sorry, Shabab. Sorry, because I'm reading from the mobile. Nia and Kiro are going to a concert with the high school's key club. If they choose a seat in the row below at random, what is the probability that Kiro will be in seat C11 and Nia will be in C12? I will speed up a bit because questions looks like it's repeated, ya shabab, all right? First of all, what is the total number of chairs or seats that we have? If you will count these seats in the pictures, it's 12 seats. So I will put in the denominator 12 factorial. Then I will go up. He's asking about Kiro and Nia. Kiro and Nia are 2 subtracted from 12. The remaining is 10. So I will put 10 factorial in the numerator. Now, do I know their order? Yes, I know. Kiro will be in seat C11 and Nia will be in seat C12. No repetition, no unknown. There is no unknown order. I know their order, so I will not add anything. Now, from here, questions will start to have the repetition, I think. Yes, let's see. What is the probability that a 7-digit telephone number generated using the digits 2, 3, 2, 5, 2, 7, and 3 is the number what? All right. So as you can see, we are choosing from 7 digits. So what I will do in the denominator, I will put 7 factorial. Now, he's asking me now about the what is the probability? Yes, that the telephone number is 2223357. My question is, how many digits I'm choosing now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have chosen 7 digits already, which means what is the remaining? Nothing. So I will not put any in this question. There is no remaining part in the numerator because we are choosing 7 digits every time from 7 digits. So if I'm choosing 7 digits from 7 digits, there is no remaining numbers. So or digits. In this case, there is no remaining part up in the numerator. Now we still have to check the repetition and the unknown order. The unknown order is not there as well because I know the order. I know it comes like 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 5, 7. So I know the order. So the other part is cancelled. So if we will go back to the rule here, there is no remaining, no unknown order. We still have only repetition. So let's go back to the repetition and see. Are there any digits repeated here? Yes, there is. Number 2 is repeated. How many times? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. Number 2 is repeated 3 times. So in this case, if the repetition happened 3 times, I will use 3 factorial. Is there any other, in the numerator, as you can see on the right side here, is there any other number that is repeated? Yeah, the answer is yes. Number 3 is repeated 2 times. Repeated 2 times, 2 factorial. So I will put 2 factorial as well in the numerator. So 3 factorial multiplied by 2 factorial over 7 factorial. And here is the answer. Okay, Shahab, I hope this is clear. Let's go to the next one. A store randomly assigns their employees work identification numbers to track productivity. Each number consists of 5 digits ranging from 1 to 9. 5 digits ranging from 1 to 9. If a digit cannot repeat, find the probability that a randomly generated number is 25938. 25938. Type. All right. First of all, how many digits? Ask yourself, how many digits am I choosing from? Actually, Shab, we are choosing from 1 to 9. Any digit from 1 to 9. This means how many digits? 9 digits. I'm choosing from 9 digits, which means 9 factorial in the denominator. Now, every time you will be choosing what? Every time we'll be choosing 5 digits only. So if I'm choosing 5 digits, what will be the remaining? If I'm choosing 5 digits, remove the 5 from 9, the remaining is 4. So 4 factorial. As you can see in this statement, each number consists of 5 digits ranging from 1 to 9. So I'm choosing 5 digits from the digits 1 to 9. Type. Now, let's say, is there any repetition? He said every digit, or if the digits cannot repeat, so there is no repetition. Is there anything that is unknown? No, I know the number. It's a 2, 5, 9, 3, 8. I know the order of the digits, so I will leave it that way. The last question here, I think, yes, question 7. The table shows the finalists for class presidents. The order in which they will give their speeches will be chosen randomly. What is the probability that Denny, Kelly, and Cheminade are the first 3 speakers in any order? Okay, here is the question. I think I've mentioned this earlier. In any order, it means the order is unknown. I don't know the specific order of them. Type. First of all, how many presidents or the names I'm choosing from? If you will count them from the table, they are 7. So I will put on the denominator 7 factorial. In the numerator, what I will do, I'm choosing Denny, Kelly, Cheminade. So I'm choosing 3. Remove 3 from 7, the remaining will be 4. So I put 4 factorial in the numerator, as you can see. Type. Now, we said in any order, do I know the order of Denny, Kelly, Cheminade? Like, for example, Denny will be first, Cheminade second, or Kelly is the last, or I can start with Kelly, then Cheminade, then Denny. I don't know the order. The unknown order for 3 means 3 factorial in the numerator. So 3 factorial multiplied by 4 factorial over 7 factorial, and here is the result. Now, the last one here, what is the probability that Denny is first, Kelly is second, and Cheminade is third? Now, what happened here? Now I know the order, which means I can go to the answer from part A and just remove the 3 for the repetition, for the unknown order, because I know their order now. So there is no need for the 3 factorial anymore. This could be a very good example to understand the difference if you know the order and if not. So I hope this is clear, Shab, and sorry I couldn't write like earlier. I don't have the laptop, so I can't write, or the drawing pad, so I can like show you in more details how can we write these answers, but I hope you understand now. Thank you so much, and if you have any other questions, send them to me.